The preference dialog is where you set various sketch options such as grid, sketch plane, geometry, constraint, and colors. All of these options are available by selecting the Me icon and going down to Preferences. Under Preferences, move down to Mechanical. And under Mechanical, you'll find Sketcher. Select Sketcher. Grid. This controls the virtual grid that displays on the sketch plane. You can use the grid as a reference when creating geometry. Activate the Snap to Point option to restrict the cursor movement to the grid intersections. Specify the horizontal distance between grid lines by entering values in the primary spacing text box, and specify the spacing between each grid line in the graduations text box. To specify different vertical grid lines, activate Allow Distortions. For Sketch Plane, this allows you to shade the plane that the sketch lies on and orientate the sketch plane parallel to the screen. Both of these options help you see where the sketch lies in space and aids in the construction of the geometry. For geometry, these options let you control whether or not center points are created when sketching circles, arcs, and ellipses, and whether or not you can dynamically drag sketch elements. Deactivate Create Circle and Ellipse Centers to disable center point creation. Activate Allow Direct Manipulation to dynamically drag elements. Clicking Solving Mode to display manipulation options when dragging elements. Standard Mode drags as many elements that are connected as possible while keeping the constraints. Minimum Move drags as few elements that are connected as possible. Relaxation looks for the minimal way an element can be modified and carries out that change. Drag elements endpoints included. This allows you to drag the endpoints of lines and arcs. Constraint enables you to turn on the automatic creation of geometric and dimensional constraints. Activating Creates the Geometrical Constraints automatically creates geometric constraints to sketch geometry as it is created. Activate Creates the Dimensional Constraints to automatically add dimensional constraints when creating geometry. Smart Pick allows you to pick on endpoints, arc centers, midpoints, intersections, and other control points. Smart Pick also sets geometric constraints between elements, including parallelism, perpendicularity, and tangency. To deactivate Smart Pick temporarily while drawing, hold the Shift key. Under Colors, this defines all color options for Sketcher. Default color of the elements sets the color of the geometry created in Sketcher. Visualization of Diagnosis sets the colors of sketch elements based on their constraint status. Other color of the elements sets the colors of the remaining features in Sketcher. For Update, activating this option will generate an error message whenever you exit a sketch where the geometry is not fully constrained.